Hello everyone, welcome back to another Thursday. I have nothing else to say, so. The reason I made the series of Thursdays, Thursdays, I just said that, is because I want to give advice to people so that they don't make the same mistakes I've seen in my life or the same mistakes I have done in my life. So, when I was making this entire series, I'm like, you know what, why not do something I can stick to, something I can, do for others? Because I always love talking to myself about random things. Why not talk to everybody else about it, right? Why not? If I'm giving my own self-advice, sometimes I'm giving advice to my family or friends, then why not, give advice to people who need it? There might be people out there who need it. That's what I was thinking. But today, the advice I'm giving is something everyone should already, have known, right? Well, not already have known, but have most likely already been told, right? Always have a plan. Always have a plan for something. I don't know if your mom ever, yelled at you and, what's your plan if, you get kicked out? Or if you ever heard that, right? My mom didn't say that. My mom said that to my older sister. That was not a nice day. But, still, even though it wasn't said to me, I'm like, what would be my plan if I had to move out? And that got me thinking, and all that. But I realized it's good to have at least some sort of plan. Sure, it might not be always a plan to stick to, right? Because sometimes a thing might change, something different might happen instead of what you were thinking. But always have a plan for any scenario that might need a backup plan for. So always have a backup plan, right? Never just, wait for the thing to happen and then you don't know what to do. Don't just wait for the thing to happen. Always have a backup plan, basically. Because there's a lot of things that could happen in your life. What if your mom does kick you out? What if you don't get the job you wanted? What if you don't have the money that you need, right? Always have some sort of backup plan. Your mom kicks you out. See if you can get an apartment. See if you can get a job to get an apartment, or see if someone like your friend or maybe close relative will let you live with them till you're up and ready to get an apartment. If you don't get the job you want, always have something else that can get you money that's good, like mowing lawns or selling art or whatever, something that can get you money. And I forgot my last read, but just always have a backup plan and don't be clueless, because I've seen what happens if you don't have any backup plans or you don't care. So I've seen. So do care about what you're gonna do in your future, because it will. Be careful and care on what you do now, because it will affect you in the future. All right. If you have a plan now, you could carry that plan to the future. Yeah, I think I said that correctly. But I think that's all I really want to say. If I don't have anything else to say, and if I keep talking, I'm just gonna repeat myself. I believe I've said that before. But do stay safe. Always have a plan. Stay out of trouble. God bless. I'll see you next Thursday. That is not a maybe. That is a I will see you next Thursday. Bye.